Next, we're going to go to somebody with a super fitting name, Jeffrey Wong.
Yes, we got another Wong.
Uncle Corey, you haven't replied to my text, man.
Oh,
I
well,
had to.
I
You,
told
did,
you we weren't getting together this year for Thanksgiving.
you haven't sent me merch. You've got me making T-shirts out of tape and stuff. You know,
I like that, Jeffrey. That's cool.
I really appreciate you answering my question. This is such an honor. I just wanted to kind of touch on, you mentioned how joy is kind of a big thing in your life. It kind of fuels your work a lot of times. So what is your ultimate source of joy, or just kind of what are joys that you kind of see around your life that fuel your work?
Um, I think for me, there's a lot of sources, and how do I answer this? I don't normally get too into this, but I'm a person of faith, and I am a Christian, and to me, that's an important thing. And for me, that has been a real source of joy in my life, and that really helps me get through hard times. It helps me through happy times, and I didn't grow up going to church. I started going like when I was in high school, kind of on my own, out of my own curiosity. And that's something that it's been a part of my life, and that's been a main source of joy for me. But also music, obvious one, family and friends. And those things, all of those things working in tandem are very important to keep in line, and not in line, but keep in at the front of things. And to me, that having the family aspect has been really important, which is why I've stayed in Minnesota. I've been very tempted to move to Nashville or LA because I would work a lot more and maybe it'd be better for my career, but also not because it would probably be tough on my family. And then I don't know. But being around family is important for me. Being around my friends is really fun. That recharges me a lot. I actually just yesterday had a FaceTime with a bunch of my touring band, and we had our text thread was on fire. That's fun. It's fun to have those sort of things. But also, nature really brings me joy. I'm a visual person, and seeing gigantic landscapes and the natural world fascinates me. Like I was saying, I just spent a month in Arizona, and I would go out and hike up in this mountain. I was right next to South Mountain, for anybody that knows that area. And I was hiking up this trail, and I got to the top of it, and I realized the sky is so freaking big here. This is incredible. And I just found myself smiling, looking at the sky and looking around and seeing the way that the colors of the mountains look different in different places in the depth of field, and seeing then at night all the lights of the city that you can see down where when it got dark. I'm up kind of on the mountain on my way back down because it's dangerous to be out at night that high, up there, but seeing the city, all of Phoenix and all the lights down there, and then looking up and seeing what stars I could see, and seeing the reflection of, kind of almost like this really interesting thing of the people and the community and the city and the stars and the sky and the way that the world is and how huge the stars are, but also how big and important people are.
Yeah.
And that might be kind of cheesy, but I think that's one thing that that's brought me joy, is looking at those sort of things. Actually, that reminds me of, this is maybe a little bit of a tangent, but when we were in Paris, Woody and I went to the Louvre Museum. Of course. What else are you going to do? Well, a lot of things, but one of our friends there was like, "Why did you go to that? There's so many other things." It's like, dude, if I'm going to go to the Louvre, are you kidding me? This art museum? So, of course, you have to go see the Mona Lisa. And I I try to look at art in a lot of different ways and try to reflect on it and how it looks and how art, how I can find myself deeper within looking at a piece of art. And if you've ever been to the Louvre, you know that the Mona Lisa is in the middle of this room. There's this big room, and the Mona Lisa is in the middle on this little kind of just its own independent wall. And all the people are there, and there's all these other amazing paintings in this room. And all these people are there, and I was sitting there, I was looking around me. I wasn't even looking at the painting. I wasn't looking at her. I was just listening, and I heard French. I heard English. I heard Chinese, Mandarin, and I heard Cantonese, and I heard Korean. I hear Vietnamese. I hear Spanish. I hear South American Spanish. And I hear all these different languages being spoken. And I was thinking, there are hundreds of countries represented here every day. And there is all this amazing, like the world, there are so many different types of people in the world. And they are all here to see this one amazing piece of art. And then I was looking around, and I turned around, and just facing the Mona Lisa is this huge picture with a depiction of Christ at the table. And he's looking straight down right in front of the Mona Lisa. And to me, it was this beautiful image of all these people are looking at this one piece of artwork as this thing to be sought after, something that's so beautiful, something that people travel all over the world to see. And it's this incredible, timeless, priceless piece of art. And just behind it is God looking down on all these people, showing the message that people are actually this amazing piece of art and this amazing creation that is, and all different types, all over the world, different skin colors, different languages. Kind of him looking down at that as a piece of art was something that was really fun for me and joyful for me to kind of reflect on. So that was a really powerful moment for me. And those sort of things bring me joy, reflecting on how different things in the world work and connect. So
Amazing, man. I'm a Christian as well, so that's very encouraging to hear. But also, yeah, man, nature is beautiful, man. It reveals a lot of that as well. But I appreciate you taking the time to answer that question.
of course, Jeffrey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Take
Peace.
care.
That was beautiful, first of all. Secondly, we're going to go to, I don't want to butcher this,